On today's show, I'm going to blow your mind with fantastic news from my arcade that they announced at this year's CES. And also, one major complaint about the Atari VCS that's starting to bug me, and I'm going to point that out because not too many people are seeing it. Everything will be coming up right now. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Dadisajoke Retro Rockin' Gamer Weekend Report, episode 64. And we got mind-blowing news that happened this just past week. If you've been under a rock, I will enlighten you. If you already know, I'll try and entertain you. But don't forget, get your coffees ready because you're going to need it. I hate doing these things early in the morning. I can't think. Okay, the biggest news on the planet was my arcade released a whole bunch of retro gaming stuff, specifically for Atari, which is just mind blowing. I mean, I am so excited. It's not even funny. I'm so looking forward to it. For instance, the big things, okay, the huge things is the Gamestation, the My Arcade. Hold on. The Atari Gamestation Go, which is fabulous. I mean, a 7-inch portable screen, guys. 7 inches with a D-pad, obviously, a spinner, a roller ball, a numpad. What else is there? And obviously action buttons and shoulder buttons too, and an ST port, which they say is for upgrading the firmware. So that's going to be a little bit of a toss-up. Will we be able to put our own ROMs on there, or is it just specifically, just for updating the firmware? We'll find out soon enough, and I will report on that once I find out. So I don't know if that's going to be a make or break for people, but it's interesting nonetheless. But it's super cool. I mean, I can't go on. So stereo sound, HDMI out, so you can plug it into your TV. Now you're saying, how am I going to plug it into my TV and use the controller at the same time? Do I need a super long HDMI controller? I will continue and let you know in a couple of minutes. Another cool feature, Smart Glow, which lights up certain buttons for certain games. So the game will the device will detect what type of game it is and light up the appropriate keys on the controller, which I think is super, super cool. I think that's awesome. More coffee. I'm super excited about that. So, also, there's going to be an Atari. I think an Atari recharge. What the? And it's going to be coming. Oh yeah. So the new the gameless features, Centipede Recharge. So these things are powerful enough to run the recharge games, which is really cool. So it's not just the same old crap and games and what have you that we've played millions of times, but also offering the new Atari Recharge games, which is, again, very cool to see. And it shows that the processor on the device is powerful enough to run it, which is, again, cool. What's going to be coming down in the future that will be able to use that hardware? Lots of cool stuff to think about. Oh, I forgot to mention, it also has an integrated paddle for paddle games, right? 200 games built into it. And let's see here. Oh, also, Balls of Steel, which is a pinball game with lots of tables on it. Berserk, Frenzy, and Pac-Man. So they've able to handle or get some Namco licensing on it too, which is really cool. And beloved arcade hits as Asteroids, Breakout, Missile Command, Pong, Video Olympics, Tempest, Warlords, and that's just a few of them. Also, another very cool thing that they've come out with, which is the Atari Gamestation Mega. Okay, and when I say mega, this thing is mega. So again, if you haven't seen what this is, it's it's a miniature arcade cabinet, but when you compare it to other miniature arcade cabinets, this thing's humongous. It's got, what has it got? A 10.1 inch screen on it. So it's a full tabletop. So it's got also classic wood construction, mechanical joystick, action buttons, spinner, rollerball, numpad. Again, everything that the Go has, all in a nice, cute, big arcade cabinet with the same games on it, I'm assuming, which is very, very cool. Now, also with that, now remember I was mentioning how if you're going to take the portable and hook it up to your TV, how the hell are you going to control it? Well, I'm going to bring this up. Where's it? So there's an Atari Gamestation gamepad, which is a small little gamepad that looks like the, you know, when you take the Nintendo Switch controller and you put it's got that middle block and you put two of the Joy-Cons in there and it becomes like a big controller. It kind of looks like that. And also, guys, I'm gonna have pictures coming up here to demonstrate everything once in post production. Lots of coffee needed today. Too exciting. So there's that, and again, it's got the same game. It's got the. Does it have the controller ball and everything? Yeah, it does. It's got the spinner. It's got everything that all the other controllers have. But here's the ultimate thing: is the Atari Gamestation arcade stick, which looks roughly like this, with multiple buttons, a full-on joystick, and which looks like a really good solid joystick, spinner, roller controller, and just a fabulous work of art where you can wirelessly hook it up to the Go, have it hooked up to your TV, and just go absolutely nuts with it, which is really cool. Now, here's the thing. I would love to see if that arcade stick can be used on the new Atari VCS. A lot of the VCS owners, we would obviously love to see roller controllers come out, spinners that we can play, you know, Tempest 3000, all the wonderful games that are on there right now. Now, if they made that compatible, that would be sweet. I mean, beyond sweet. But the thing is, will my arcade allow that? That's the thing. And that's another little disappointing thing. It's like, why hasn't Atari come out with something like that? Did they know this was coming down? Oops. Did they know that was coming down from my arcade and they decided to let them waste the R&D and all the work? And they're going to pay us for it anyways because they're licensing all this stuff. Is it that? Will there be a firmware update to be able to use it on other devices? Will it be compatible with other wireless joystick devices that you can hook it up to an Xbox or a PS5 or whatever? That's the thing, and that's the question I have. If it's just strictly for the Mario Arcade stuff, it's going to drive me a little bit nuts. I hate to say that. But I'm hoping they will do it. It's something that I really want. And if you guys really want that, let Atari know. I mean, guys, we have the voice. We're the fans. We're the guys who are buying all this stuff. Let them know. Say, listen, I would love to see this. And if we pressure the companies enough, maybe they will. Or maybe Atari will just license the My Arcade joystick, slap Atari stickers on it, and Bob's your uncle. Now, another thing that's got me a little bit miffed is that why is My Arcade can put out Pac-Man and license different games from different publishers, and Atari can't. We don't have, Pac-Man or Miss Pac-Man for the Atari VCS. Think about it. Why? It's just, is it down to money? Right? Atari's doing really well, so why not? I mean, it's just added value, and it'll just lighten everybody's, everybody will get excited, and everybody will be excited, and things will be wonderful with those games on there. That's what we need to find out. What else did I want to say? Yeah, the Gamestation stick. That's the thing that really, the Go impressed me. The stick really impressed me. So, and the arcade, that's cool. I mean, not only is it a nice collector's piece, it's fully playable and it's big. Look, see, big hands, big arcade thing. Happy guy. Okay. Last but not least, and I should have mentioned this at the beginning because people are going to probably shut off the video now and go on with their day. I just want to bring this to light, and I thought it was just me who was having this problem. I thought it was just my setup or what have you. But reading online, I've noticed a lot of people are actually having this problem. Now, a lot of you folks who are hooking up your Atari VCS to a monitor, you'll never see this problem. Non-existent, you'll never see it. But if you're hooking up your Atari VCS to a modern TV, to a home theater stereo or receiver or whatever you want to call it, a VR, it's all controlled by this protocol called HDMI CEC, which is control. I forget what it is, but what it does is it controls all your devices together through one unified remote. So, for instance, using the CEC protocols, when you turn on your TV, it will turn on your TV and your receiver, and it'll be set up properly. If you want to switch to Blu-ray or DVD, you change the input and everything changes automatically and turns on the power for the Blu-ray/DVD player, and everything is set up and it goes that way. Now, I know the Atari VCS has a physical button that you have to press to turn it on, which is great, which is fine. That's not a problem. The only thing is that when I run the Atari VCS, I can switch to the input on the TV, but the receiver doesn't switch. So I have to manually switch that. Again, that's okay. That's why it didn't really bother me so much. The problem is when I switch back to TV mode, the TV will switch back to the home screen, which is Google TV. It'll switch the home screen. It will not switch the receiver to the TV thing, and it just keeps everything frozen that way. So I lose control of the audio through the receiver. If I turn off the TV, it will not turn off the receiver. So when my wife has no idea about this stuff and she's so used to pressing one button and everything turns on and works together, the VCS blows everything apart and destroys that. Now, here's the other little thing. The Atari 2600 Plus does not have that problem. No, it doesn't have that problem. Why a cheaper little device is okay with that, but the Atari VCS just blows everything up. So, what I'm asking, if you guys are watching this, let's get together and let's file some bug reports on Atari's website through their customer service or their tech support and say, listen, we need to add proper HDMI CEC protocols into the Atari VCS. I think it needs it. I mean, not everybody's just going to use a monitor or use it as a computer. People like me are going to use it on that right there. See? I mean, how can you complain sitting back on the couch? Wireless controller, big screen, surround sound, playing your favorite Atari VCS game. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, folks, this was the news were fantastic. Thanks for stopping by. If you have any comments or questions or what have you, please leave them in the comments. If there are questions that need to be looked up, I will try my best to find that information. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to do. But yeah, please let me know. And also, last but not least, I'm running out of bloody ideas to make videos. I've been doing a lot of gameplay videos. Like I said what was it? Last podcast or last weekend report, I mentioned I was going to do like a little mini documentary about the Atari 5200. Haven't started it yet. I still need to get, as they say in the industry, I know nothing. B-roll, what's it called? B-roll footage of 5200 games being played, and then put it in with me talking, blah, blah. Anyway, I think that's going to be really cool, but it's going to take a while to put together. But if you have any other ideas, please let me know. If you want to see something cool or something interesting, or you want me to talk about something, or you just want me to shout up, let me know. And we'll go from there. Anyways, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget your coffees, finish them up, and then just continue your day as normal. Anyways, take care, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.